seeing a car suddenly crash into his home. The man remained unusually calm and immediately called emergency services. He then walked forward to check on the driver, but what he saw made him freeze on the spot. The driver was none other than his longtime friend Tom. Just yesterday, he had personally recommended Tom to a client as a new delivery driver. Yet now, they were meeting again under these circumstances. Jack called out Tom's name and saw that he was slowly regaining consciousness. Jack quickly unbuckled his seatbelt and was about to help him out of the car, but Tom immediately stopped him, repeatedly muttering that he couldn't leave the vehicle. Before Jack could ask what that meant, the ambulance had already arrived at the scene. The paramedics tried again and again to wake him up, but Tom continued to repeat the same words over and over. With no other choice, they lifted him out of the car and placed him into the ambulance. Unexpectedly, at that moment, Jack suddenly noticed there was still an injured woman inside the vehicle. After waking her up, Jack was about to help her out as well, but to his surprise, she stopped him too. Jack was completely confused. However, when the woman learned that Jack had already sent Tom into the ambulance, she immediately panicked. It turned out that both she and Tom were wearing explosive wristbands. If they moved more than 75 feet away from the car, the device would instantly detonate. Hearing the ambulance preparing to leave outside, Jack was suddenly overwhelmed by a terrible feeling. He sprinted desperately toward the ambulance, but it was already too late. Jack was about to ask Jenny what was really going on, but just as he approached, he was suddenly knocked unconscious from behind. When he finally came to, he discovered that he was completely naked and tied to a chair. Even worse, his right hand had been fitted with the same explosive wristband as his friend. Still completely confused, Jack hurriedly got dressed. At that moment, a group of men dressed in black suddenly burst through the door. Leading them was the very client Jack had turned down the day before. The reason he had kidnapped Jack was simple. He had taken a liking to Jack's abilities and wanted him to help deliver a package.